All right. We are officially ready. Okay, so we have Sesh versus Amoeba for the semifinals. Amoeba going for a very colourful lineup here. So we got the Garganas, two Gargana decks, which is quite nice. Sesh not going for the four blues, putting a bit of green and red there. Liking it. Amoeba instantly banning the green, considering banning green. Let's see, probably some sort of blue-yellow events here. Possibly Disciple. Then we have... Could be Angry. Could be Angry here. Not really sure what this is going to be. And this could be Recurrence, possibly. Right. Seshimara banning the red yellow. And then we got the picking. All right. Let's see what we got for the first game. Right, we got red. Got red from the Sesh. Oh no, he's switching the blue. So this is probably the blue sevens list, and then maybe going for the green red. What could, this is maybe it's Crackthorn. I don't know what the neutrals would be for though. I don't know. Sesh is not very sure what he should pick, the red or the blue. There we go. Oh, yeah, glimpse of Steve. Okay, so we have it seems like Crackthorn with a bit of Recoins there, and then Seshimara's got the red mid range combat looking like. He's got the Fairy Tree as well, so he could be placing Fairy Tree turn 2. I'm surprised it wasn't Fairy Tree turn 1, to be honest. Maybe he has the Architect. No, he puts it down. Really valuing the collection there. Over getting that 10, that precious, was it 10 Faria? 5? 10? Yeah, 10 Faria. Sesh rushing it down now. I think he realizes that he needs to play something for this tree. Whether or not he puts the Herald out now or he waits. Maybe he's thinking he can play the Rakoa Copter next turn, but he's hovering over the Cypher's Wrath. He's scared that it might get buffed. I mean, Tiki Piper could ruin his chances of clearing it now. Yeah, and the Herald comes down. Maybe with another recurring Reveler. Both both players got Recurocopters in their hands, but they're not. It's not really doing much for them at the moment. I mean, the Recurocopter can get rid of this Herald, but it's not really worth the Farrier. It also means it doesn't collect with it. I think it's just Reveler. On the other side, yeah, Reveler on the other side. Now, Sesh could play the Recurocopter. I think that's what he wants to do. Play it to the side so he can collect. Oh, but this Deepwood Stalker out right now is pretty clutch for Amoeba. He can put the Recurocopter in the middle and then Stalker the Herald so that this Farrier tree stays alive for another turn. Does cost a lot of Farrier though. Does mean that this Recurocopter is going to value trade as well, but I think if he wants to save this tree, that's what he has to do. And the question is where he wants to put this Stalker. Does he want to put it here? I think he wants to put it away so he can just... Well, actually, it doesn't really matter because it gets cleared by this Herald anyway. He could consider clearing the Recurocopter so that he can't collect. So he puts the forest here and clears the Recurocopter. And so it also defends the Herald as well. But yeah, it requires Sesh to find a removal, which he does not get. So he can't clear this Farrier tree. Not enough Farrier for Recurocopter either. Or for anything in his hand really. He's kind of forced to skip a turn. Unless he wants to draw now. He can draw for like a Cypher's Wrath maybe. Flame Burst also does the job. Well, it doesn't really because he would have to play on the Recurocopter. And then he wouldn't be able to build the land to clear this tree. So he'd have to play on the Deepwood Stalker. That's really bad for him, right? He doesn't really want to do that. Okay, takes a trade with the Recurocopter and passes. Okay, simple turn. Architect is here. Does he want to play it? Probably, so he can collect. Gives him the instant value, but he can't. It doesn't really give him anything to play with. He can't really use these Recurocopters right now. Collects with the Deepwood Stalker, which is good for him because it spreads his creatures out, so he can't be Recurocoptered. Recurocopter coming out anyway, it seems like. And then +1 Brigand, I think. Yeah. Now, Brigand's 3/4 here. Salamander is looking juicy. He could clear the Brigand now. Just wondering if he can clear both. Like, could he Salamander? And then Recurocopter and clear the enemy Recurocopter? Yeah, okay, yeah, if he does it from that side, yeah. Crazy. A double Recurocopter. And Woolly Salamander, I think it's worth it, right? Okay, he wants to save it. I think not playing it also is still good. Doesn't really need to go too fast. Double neutral to cover his face and collect. Doesn't want to collect though. Plays the Architect, but no production. Just using it to buff it to a 4/4. So getting like as much value out of that Salamander as possible. Sesh is kind of in a tight spot now. He doesn't really have the AoE to clear all of this. You can get rid of one Architect, but there's just too much on the board for him to deal with. Amoeba's got the Tephra, Rakoan, Reveler combo. You can play anytime, but I think this is pretty much over. Sesh needs to deal with this 5/5, which he can't. Aquilino is not going to do the job. Gives up the well play, concedes, yeah. Salamander going to one game going to Amoeba with the Salamander deck. Maybe he doesn't run Crackthorn. Maybe it's just a Salamander. So game 2, Sesh running his blue deck with Tower of Curses. Okay, something new. Something I haven't seen before, at least. Yeah, Amoeba starting with the Fairy Tree turn 1 is... Sesh is amazed that he's able to get it 2 games in a row. Pretty much exact same start, just different order of creatures being played. So Sesh probably looking to go on the same side here, trying to get the stuff out before the Crackthorn can come out. Yeah, Water Elemental to get that lake on the side. Yeah, I would have thought that he would have played... Okay, so he wants to play the frogs out in front rather than the Water Elemental. So Amoeba has an option of saving his Garadan, but he chooses to deal with the first frog at least so that it doesn't get hit by the Fairy Tree. Second frog double collects, it sets up his Water Elemental. Tower of Curses comes down so you can trade the Reveler with the frog with the Stalker. Oh, he's running Dream as well. Okay. Interesting. So I think Amoeba's looking to trade this, play the Zoologist. Do you think he wants to play the second Fairy Tree though? It's unfortunate he has to play the Zoologist up front. I guess he's taking Boar, but he doesn't really want to play that now. And then he needs to make the mountain for the Garadan. Oh, he wants to play that now? If he's on 6 Farrier, it'll be 9 Farrier plus 10 Farrier. He could have played the Garen and the ball like next turn if he wanted to. I guess it doesn't really deal with the water elemental. But yeah, this is now played very perfectly into, and he's got the architect as well, so he can play the second Farrier tree quite nicely. That trades. Garadan gets put down. Very nice. Would have liked to see the Garadan actually in the middle here. Could have contested both the Sturdy Show and the tower. Chooses to play the land on the left so he can collect with the architect. Although I feel like it's not very necessary since he has a second Farrier tree out. He just wants to be drawing really and getting that ball control back. Sesh has got this Aurora's Dream in his hand and he's nowhere near it, so I'm not really sure how he is going to manage to play this card out. Study Show also doesn't really seem like there's any good spot for that card. It's just going to get traded by the Garadan immediately. Oh well. I think he wants to use the Tower of Curses on the Garadan before it gets cleared. He doesn't have the Farrier to play anything, really. Oh, did he get the Aurora's Dream from Spellwell? I didn't even consider that. That's probably the more likely option. I don't think he'd be running Aurora's Dream in his deck. Yeah, it's probably like one of the worst cards to get from Spellwell, right? Apart from maybe Illusion of Grandeur. Okay, yeah. Trades the Tower of Curses. Plays the second Architect. Get that Farrier tree value. He's got the Beirut. Pagana comes out. Another zoologist gets to choose what he wants to get. Tortoise could be nice here. Do you want to play it? Plays it. Gets double Tephra from it. Oh my god. And it's 8 Farrier as well, so he can play it if he wants to. Does play it, buffs the Garadan. Puts Sesh on a 1-turn clock. Pretty crazy. Sesh just looking for answers now. Does have the Frogify, can use that, but there's not really much else he can do here. Adventure doesn't really do much. Oh, sorry. Covering the Gargana. Covering with the Gargana. It does play it out though. Gets Tiki Piper is not... It's okay. Right? Puts it on the frog to make it a pretty beefy Triton. Yeah, I think we're done here. Oh. Nothing really much Sesh can do right now. It does have a treasure map. Can try and play it. I don't even think he has enough treasures in his deck, treasure maps in his deck to play a treasure. Ulani comes out as a last ditch effort. Oh wow. Okay. Just not enough. Okay. Maybe take game 2. And they're ready. Well, I mean, Sesh only needs to pick one deck anyway, so it doesn't. So we're on game 3 now. Sesh expressing his frustration to me. It's tough. It's tough to see the tree come out three games in a row, man. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he shouldn't even collect. He should just go middle so he can address this tree. He should be addressing this tree. With such an advantage of Triton Diver, right? Because there's no way he's gonna be able to clear, like, unless he like double neutrals here, but like he wouldn't do that. I guess he could explore. He could explore Architect. Grove Guardian comes out, right? It has to be Grove Guardian. Monkey Genius is also not too bad. Monkey Genius is probably like a slightly cheaper option if he wants to. Krog's Dinner, what the? Why did he play that? Was Monkey Genius too high of a land cost? I can't remember what that card has. Oh, he's got the Emperor's Command for it, so that's good. That's probably why he wasn't trying to rush too much. But he only got that on the draw, right? So it's pretty risky play. So what does Amoeba want to do? Walking this dinner up to Sesh's face. Kind of like pushing this diver back. Doesn't have any Aurora to buff it, so he just has to run it away. Replaces it with a water ellie so that he can trade with the dinner. He is in a pretty nice situation right now. He can like hit face once, or he wants to trade with the layer. He can do that. I think yeah, he wants to keep the collection up so that he gets his Colossus to 4 Farrier. That's gonna help him a lot. Amoeba does have the Tephra in his hand though, so it's not gonna be easy. Okay, going up, discover another beast. Mystic Beast is pretty nice here. You can go for the aggressive. Okay, double neutrals. Steps the layer forward. Oh, what was that? Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Nico. Okay, so Amoeba could preemptively play the Colossus. He also could play the Tide Lord back, I guess, and then trade the layer. Yeah, I think playing the Tide Lord here is pretty solid, right? And then uh he can battle Toads back just to like step on his own lands. Goes to the double neutral forward. Oh, Frogify is nice. In with the Tide Lord as well. Aggressive. And Colossus. Aggressive. Triton also going aggressive. So spending all his Farrier. Doesn't really care about defending his face. He's going for the race. Hoping that Amoeba doesn't have anything to answer this aggression. Yeah, Amoeba does have this Tephra here, so he can trade this Tide Lord, but is it gonna be enough? He would have to make a land, right? No, he could step this in, play the Tephra here. Salamander isn't really an option here, unless he plays the Salamander aggressively. So like, you would have to make a mountain here and play the Well, you'd have to make a mountain here. Either way, that he's only hitting with this Mystic Beast. Probably here, so he can buff the Tiki Zoologist. But he needs to address this, I think. He needs to get rid of this somehow. Because he's not going to be fast enough if he does that. He could Tephra Guidance this, so that would be 9, 11. So it does put it on a 2-turn clock. We could have Tephra just hit, right? And then no, but he would have had too much. It would have been too much here. I mean, it's a pretty high pressure decision from Amoeba here. Does have to clear. Astos comes out. Is it going to be enough? Amoeba his hand's not looking very clean right now. It's only got 5 Farrier. Has to either collect or +1 to play the Salamander, but nowhere good to put it. So Sesh could be bringing this to a game 4. We have yeah, we need to be able to clear the Colossus, really. Not really any answer for that. Okay, well, he's free for 1 turn, but the thing is, the Tephra. I guess he just Deepwood Stalkers the frog and then trades the the warrior. I wouldn't have. Doesn't really matter, I guess. And then you would probably have to pre-buff the Tephra. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, he needs to pre-buff the Tephra, otherwise it's going to get traded like that. Well, there's not really much you can do here. As the second wave Crash Colossus comes down, it's basically GG. Ooh. There we go. We're going on to game 4. What is Amoeba going to pick? Sesh is on his last deck. His strongest deck, probably, though. Check if the other back brackets are how the other brackets are doing. Hey, so Amoeba's going out with this is a sort of tempo-ish events deck. Well, the Oasis Explorer and the Manta Ray, the Mantas. So Seshimara going strong with the Beirut. Impact isn't too high this game since Amoeba's also got lakes in his deck. And he is going the opposite side. Interesting, Sesh steps back the warrior so you can contest anything that comes here. Leaves him to not be able to single collect possibly, not be able to double collect possibly next turn. Which is interesting. Oh, Amoeba changing his game plan now. Okay, yeah, putting the Manta out to double collect is nice. Okay, so Sesh is going back to double collection, shifting Sunken Tower forward so you can trade this Explorer out. And you can mess up some of the deserts, or one of the deserts at least. And then, yeah, Battletoads has to come out to stop Amoeba from stepping on his land. Toe ship. So Amoeba needs to draw something now in order to deal with this Beirut. What would he have? I mean, it's Swarm, right? So he just needs to play more creatures. He could play the Biomonster to find something that he really wants. He's gonna get a good amount of draws from that. Was it gonna be too much for his It was gonna be too much deck weight for him, maybe. Frog trades. Opts for more frogs. Could toe ship to block the face. Or the Manta. Manta's probably better. I think maybe slightly more value from the trading here. But it's still like an unfortunate number curve. So Sesh looking to find a trade here. Oh wow, okay. Nico with the Prime sub, thank you very much. Thank you a lot, appreciate that. Always appreciate the subs. Even if my voice doesn't portray it properly. Okay, what was I saying before I got slightly distracted? So he needs to clear this Beirut, and it's unfortunate that the Humbling Vision comes out now. Since he could have used that to trade earlier. But okay, he still uses it. I feel like Biomonster should be coming out. Sesh's own Humbling Vision comes out for that Colossus, which is, yeah, so unlucky for Amoeba. I think this sets the game for him. Second Colossus does come out, but it is also going to be commanded, so which is going to be unfortunate for him. Does trade on the right side with these Tritons. Does he bring it out? I don't think he wants to bring it out, really. Could toe ship to double collect. Double command in hand. One definitely for the Colossus. Goes for the hit though. Okay. Brings out the Battletoads as well. I think. One on the left, one on the right. That means that it lets Amoeba get the value trade. Okay, so Barter gives Amoeba he can either choose Battletoads, which is good for this 4-2 warrior. Humbling Vision doesn't really do much. Neither does Emperor's Command, apart from maybe giving himself some life. So yeah, Battletoads is going to be the one. So I'm saying he's probably going to trade with the 6-3. Well, collection does look juicy. He could get the value trade on the 4-2 as well, play the Battletoads. I don't think Sesh is going to want to clear those toads with the Tide Lord, so he's free to use them for next turn. Putting it here is strange. I feel like he should have just put the toad back, and then if he wants to trade it, it forces him to not collect, right? It forces the missed collection. I mean, it does have the shifting tide as well, but it still doesn't. Okay, I guess he just puts it there. Okay, never mind. Ignore what I said. The Biomass comes out so late though. I feel like it should have came out like 3 turns ago. Second Tide Lord comes down. Sesh will be trading this frog, right? Does he have to? Could even trade the Windstorm Colossus, to be honest. It just ends up trading the frog. They're using Emperor's Command on the frog, so he stays alive. Humbling Vision's the 6-1 Tide Lord. I think it's okay. It does still have. Well, in this case, it's not really okay because he has the Emperor's Command now to clear this, so he doesn't really have an answer for this Tide Lord. Does have the Aurora. Does also have the Emperor's Command for this to go away. Yep. So we're going to game 5 now. So just giving themselves some time to cool down before they start. Yeah, I know they don't have anything to pick, so they're just taking a deep breath before they start the last game. This is such a good set. Sesh, like, Amoeba wiping the floor with his crackles, and then Sesh is like wiping him straight back with the signature blue jump. Okay, so this seems like Rakoans, as I thought. This is going to be tough, actually, for Sesh. Coens have a lot of good stat lines. Out comes the Prophet of Tides as well. Super aggressive card. Since Amoeba went Forest, he doesn't have the Cannoneer to counter it this turn. But that's fine. He can wait a little bit. I think he wants to make 2 mountains next turn and then probably play Garadan. Oh, Illusionist is out. Always scary card. He definitely wants to just sit back a little bit. Sesh should be smelling something. He should be smelling the Garadan now. He should be quite worried. Beirut also is something that he can play, so not completely over. Oh my god. Another prime from Moldy Buffalo. Thank you very much. I'm not saying anything because I'm thanking him in real time, not 10 minutes later. Okay. Yeah, I mean, appreciate the prime. It's so nice to see people supporting the stream. I don't feel guilty because it's free, you know. I don't feel guilty someone spent money on me. Okay, so where are we at now? So he's played the Garadan down, so he's cleared all of the 2 health creatures. Sesh in return plays a how many cost? 5 cost Colossus, so not that bad. Oh my god, Illusionist into Spirit Theft gets his very own Beirut. Garadan steps back, yeah. Haunted Outlaw going down, I guess. It's free. I mean, Last Words is not great, but it's free. Although Beirut, even though I was kind of like pogging that he had the Beirut, it's not an amazing card for him because he can make his own lands lakes, which he might not want to do. Probably don't want to do. So yeah, it's a bit. Maybe not. Maybe he's not going to get played, which is unfortunate because it was such a nice line as well. Ninjato comes out from Sesh. It's looking very spicy for him right now. He playing his stuff defensively, which is not great for his deck. Giving Amoeba space to breathe from his own worlds is quite scary as well. So he needs to find something good here. What is this? Because it's wild, right? Gargano came out. Stepping the Colossus out. Cohen Chieftain coming out. Does he want to play that? He can You can trade. You can use it to trade with the Colossus, the Garadan. And then put a cheeky Reveler in front of him. In front of the chieftain, I mean. Yeah, shout out for Saturn for staying up for this seasonal. Crazy. See you at 5 AM? He's not gonna make it for the fight. He's too tired, guys. He's not gonna make it. Australian time, right? So sad. Probably the only Australian who knows about Farrier. Isn't that crazy? 2 Farrier to Amoeba. Okay. Tidal dropping. Trading the Humbling Rakoan. Amoeba still okay though. He's got the Cannoneers to clear the 4-2 in the back. Although he might want to use the Shieldmates and trade with the Illusionist so that the Tide Lord doesn't value trade the Chieftain. Does have Ulani as well. That's kind of crazy card. It still makes him able to play what he wants to play. Oh, it doesn't have the will to make a land though now, so pretty sticky situation. Okay, so he steps everything back, plays Ulani out. He does have the cards that he wants. I think it's still Shieldmates Cannoneer. Like, we're good in that regard. Shieldmates back Cannoneer. Well, I mean, both of them are actually back. Just play both of them back. Don't have to play anything on this. Okay. Sending the Gargana up. Putting some pressure on Sesh. That Ulani kind of gave him all the answers he needs for the next 3 turns, so he's chilling. Chieftain comes down. Oh, buffs it to 4, so he can kill the Tidal. Very nice. Needs to set up a land. Yeah, for the Shieldmates. Sesh called it. He doesn't have any answers here. It's too many things collecting. I have not seen a Crystal Spice either. I don't. Maybe he's not running Crystal Spice, but like the Ninja Toad doesn't do anything here. Commander 0 cost Cone. Not great. Chooses to go on the aggressive as like a last resort Hail Mary, but he cannot really outrace Amoeba's Rakoans here. Yeah, it just gets cleared. There's too many options here. Sesh still trying to look for an answer, but no matter what he's going to put on board, he can't stabilize. Everything is just going to get cleared. With the Recovocopter as well, ouch. Okay. Sesh is actually, yeah, he plays to the very end. Okay, so this is going to Amoeba GG's. I mean, yeah, tough first two games for Sesh, like with the Fairy Tree being in his starting hand both games, so it's tough for him. Okay, no need for a break. Ready to hop in. Let's go. So, what is Summerflame running? I saw this is going to be like a burn bargain burn kind of thing with Dreamkeeper. There's a regular bargain here, which Amoeba wants to ban. It looks like red yellow mechs with yellow rush, with I believe Daring Adventurer. There was a sneak peek there. 2.3 average cost, very cheap. And we know what Amoeba's running because we've seen his whole deck. Apart from this red yellow angry, which I believe is a red yellow angry. The other three we've seen. So Summerflame choosing to ban the Salamander deck. Which makes sense. I think actually this no, I mean this deck like counters these two pretty hard, and probably the Mex doesn't do well too well against it if he manages to get his Salamanders off. I mean, Mex can deal with Recurrence quite well, possibly the burn as well. Don't know how he's going to deal with the angry. I guess the burn deals with the angry, not too bad. And then the swarm bots Mex again, and this burn could do it because he has the Bloodsinger, so does damage base. Does also do face damage if he kills creatures. So waiting for the guys to select their decks. Okay. Here we go, first game of the finals. Right. So Summerflame is going to be running Bloodsinger here, so this is going to be pretty good if he can kill these small creatures like the Mantis and the Battletoads. Doesn't have to play it just yet. He probably wants to play these Lore Thieves out. Amoeba probably, yeah, seems like he wants to go aggressive. It understands that he needs to play a bit fast here. Double Law Thief can come out this turn. Oh, he's got the Spring Mochi. Probably wants to play that instead. Then out come the Battletoads, as expected. I feel like Amoeba should have played the Battletoad on the same side of the Toad ship. Get some aggressive lands down. Because this way he's not really triple collecting here though. That's the problem. He needs to commit down one side. And kind of suffocate the Farrier. Okay, so I guess he's leaving the tow ship to collect by himself or deal with the... I don't know. It seems like he's spreading it too far out, but he's okay for now. He only has the 1/1s and the 2/2s out, so it's not that big of a deal. Places more bodies down. Probably worry about the Hellfire, right? Summerflame is actually getting a little bit overwhelmed. He can trade this this tow ship though. Like he can play a mountain down and play the Bloodsinger to trade this tow ship. It's also even an option to play these this second Law Thief as like a 3/3, just to get like value on the. Ooh. Yeah, and Cypher's Wrath the other one. Huge damage. Bartek could give him the answer to clear one of these singers though. Hellfire probably doesn't want to play that. I think it's Cypher's Wrath. Soul Pact is not also amazing. Or the tow ship comes out. Soul Pact plays it anyway, just so that he can... Oh, he uses a Humbling Vision instead to trade. And then Cypher's Wrath to get rid of this Law Thief. Very nice. Very nice reaction by Amoeba. So Summerflame only on 3 Fairy this turn. Nowhere to place a creature really. He could +1 play Streamkeeper on the left side. Not great value though. He might just place a land down and wait, which is what he will do. Amoeba getting double Colossus is kind of crazy. Just goes straight to face with this tow ship. Doesn't care about the collection, which is reasonable. Okay, so Summerflame looking for something from his Ligoro. I mean, Gaber is the only answer he really has. Still doesn't really have anything. Has to block with the Law Thief. Let's see if Amoeba can draw something like Soul Drain, or another Barter would do it. Okay. Yeah. So first game going to Amoeba. Alright. What did I miss? Okay, so Summerflame going for... Oh, this is not angry. This is by far angry. This is... This is Dustbringer value. Playing around Dustbringer kind of deck. I don't think I've seen this before. Rush. Or it's just a deck that he needs to rush with. Maybe getting the double explorer out is kind of crazy. It's really good for him. Although Chieftain, I guess Chieftain can't really be played until a bit longer. Oh, he's got Khalim's Prayer as well. This is going to be... it seems like this deck is not going to be able to play anything anytime soon. Doesn't want to play the Wind Soldier now, right? Because he needs to have the Deserts to play Prayer as well on the same turn. And if he plays Mountain now, he's not going to able to play Prayer for another 2 turns, which is pretty slow. So yeah, he plays the second Desert. I think he's looking for the Wind Soldier Prayer combo next turn, unless something else pops up, like a double Mantas. Could be really good for Rakoa Copter line. Amoeba standing back a little bit. Playing the Mantas in a very defensive way as well, so that he can't really Rakoa Copter them, which is exactly what he should be doing. So Summerflame now has a chance to prayer and see what he gets. Still doesn't really seem like anything. Like, he could Wind Soldier and Rakoa Copter one side, right? So that he gets some sort of advantage. But the Khalim's training is there for Amoeba to clear that Rakoa Copter. So it doesn't really help him that much in that sense. He kind of needs to clear both of them. And there's no follow-up for it, so like if he does make the Rakoa line, he can't follow up that well anyway, because like the Rakoan Chieftain doesn't really stop this Explorer. So maybe he does want to play the Wind Soldier prayer line, but if he does that, there's not really... If he doesn't get a nice draw, then there's not really much he can do. So opts for the Wind Soldier Rakoa Copter line. Does he play Chieftain though? That's the thing. Okay. And Airbot. Has to be Airbot, right? Oh, okay, Fnatic. Is strange. Plays it out of range. Okay, I guess because the Airball gets cleared by the Manta, so this would die anyway, so he has to play this out of range. I don't think he... Yeah, it's just the fact that he doesn't have anything good in his hand right now. Amoeba's actually doing pretty solidly with this deck. Aggressive Colossus coming out as well. Oh, amazing. Well, not really aggressive. Defensive Colossus, sorry. But he's playing it aggressively towards the Chieftain. Okay, 2 demons, but nothing to prayer. Yeah, he just has to do that. Forces Amoeba to not collect this turn. Can try and barter and see what's happening with Summerflame's deck. Does he want to do that? Doesn't barter, okay. Oh, there he gets the Daring Adventurer. Airboat comes out into double collection, maybe? I don't think he really wants to be on his land. Okay. I mean, the Soul Drain gets rid of it anyway, but... Okay, I guess he wants to block summoning from the left side. But Amoeba with the Soul Drain doesn't really matter. Yeah, Battletoad Soul Drain comes out. Not even bartering, doesn't even bother to see what Summerflame has in his deck. Summerflame got the Windgate going on. Got the Dustbringer Wraith going on. Oh wait, did he get the... He actually did barter and get Khalim's Prayer, I didn't see that. Bit of stabilization actually. He does... He can actually kind of... No, he can't guarantee the corrupt because these toads can just trade in. Soul Drain just trades the Wraith instead. Amoeba clinging onto that stabilization for 1 turn longer. And it seems like the longer the game goes on, Summerflame is not able to get a grasp or any kind of control. He's able to play the second demon out, but that just gets cleared. And it's not like Amoeba is low on Fairy either, so he can keep playing this game, just clearing his whatever Summer plays out. Now he decides it's time to go on the offensive. Yeah, he has stuff to play on the left side now, so he's not afraid to send this tow ship off to Summerflame's face. The Daring Adventurer not finding any kind of value whatsoever. He can't really find any crowds creatures to buff himself with. He does manage to get the prayer off. It's another chieftain, so it doesn't really help him that much. Recovocopter also kind of in the same problem where there's no... Even though Amoeba is playing Swarm, he's not swarming. Well, if he is swarming, he's swarming with big creatures only. Like maybe the Recovocopter could have been useful a few turns back. Okay, so the Khalim Train comes out. His own prayer comes out. And the Mistral Guide. Wow. Crazy. Summerflame has has like so many cards, but not a lot of options. Yeah. Yeah, he can Recovocopter, but it's not doing too much. Captain comes out, again not doing too much. still hasn't addressed this toe ship either. Humbling Vision kind of seals the deal here.
Installing updates.
No, Amoeba, why are you wasting your time? If the still. There we go. He was just curious. Okay. Game 2 to Amoeba. This deck is actually doing some work. I haven't seen this deck either. Okay, so Summerflame going out with his Yellow Rush. If Amoeba can play exactly the same way as last time, I think he is also good. The Mantas are also nice. He just needs to not play too much into the Daring Adventurer. He did not see it last game, I think, so maybe he's not expecting it. But maybe he was watching Summer streams, so you never know. Okay, so again with the Oasis Explorer, very nice standard opening. Deciding where to place his lake. So Shaitan Demon's probably coming out of trade range, yeah. Okay. So Amoeba probably needing to figure out where he wants to place his Battletoads or his Manta. I think what he wants to do is play one Manta, let him hit face middle so he doesn't get the Daring Adventurer value. And then he can soul drain this demon if he wants to. Because like if he trades the Manta, then he can soul drain the demon after. If he just goes center and hits face, then he can trade with the Oasis Explorer. It decides for Battletoads. So this Daring Adventure is going to be 6/6, which is nice for Summerflame. It's a good number because the only thing that he can use to deal with it is going to be the Colossus and then Humbling Vision as well. He's forced to Humbling Vision. So it's nice. Okay, so there goes the Daring Adventurer. Does he want to play the second? I think he wants to play the second demon, to be honest. Like, what is he gonna? It's just another thing that Amoeba has to clear. Sig, so he's got like 14 health he needs to clear. Oh, Flash wins the Frog out of the way so that he can hit with the follower. So nice. Makes it even harder to clear these 5/4s now. Barter. Well, I only saw Flash Wind and Khalim's Prayer, so. Oh, the Soul Drain. So he's got the Soul Drain out. We could double Soul Drain one of them. Still leaves this Daring Adventurer to be able to hit for 6. I guess he wants to Humbling that and trade with the Oasis Explorer. Steps the Manta into double collection as well, very nice. Oh, Elemental coming out a little bit too late for him. Second Daring Adventurer though. Very easy answer there. Now, does he want to play this Khalim's follower just so he can collect on the right side? Or does he just want to hit face with the demon? I think that's what he's deciding right now. Because Daring Adventurer comes down no matter what. Oh, he's really stalling this decision. I guess he just hits face then. He doesn't have time to clear. Okay. Biomancer is a decent pull, I think.
I'm so smart, I astound myself.
He gets the Colossus. The Colossus is, which is nice. Can play one. Okay, so now that the Colossus is down, it's going to be a bit more difficult for Summer to do what he wants to do. What does he get? No Last Nightmare. Probably doesn't run it in the deck anyway, so can't rely on it too much. Yeah, so I think after the second Colossus, it's going to be pretty tough for Summerflame to find an opening. Like, what has he got? Elemental? No chance. Yeah, troopers aren't doing much for him either now. Yeah. Put his trooper at his face. Okay. Stops the third Colossus from coming down, I guess. That's what he's thinking. Double Soul Drain clears it though? Okay, Soul Drain trade. Okay. And then again with the tow ship. And then he should probably put all the mantas down so that... Is Amoeba going to ignore this? Or is he going to... Maybe he uses the Humbling Vision and clear it with Soul Drain. Like, it's just looking worse and worse for Summer, unfortunately. Especially with the Soul Drains healing him up. He was on 8 health and then 12. The... Was that the third? The third trooper down? I mean, he does have a Wind Soldier line if he wants to do it. But it's not really going to help him. Okay, well he does. He can't do it now anyway. I thought he would have like placed the desert, Wind Soldier. You know, prayer. Okay, so he does that instead. Oh, if he only had that line earlier, he could have. Okay, he doesn't really have the ferry to do it, but he could have maybe squeezed something out. If Amoeba stayed on 8 health and didn't have the Soul Drains, he could have squeezed something out maybe. It's tough. Amoeba finishes off anyway. So that's game 3 to Amoeba. All with one deck. So congratulations to Amoeba. He is the winner of this season's or this season of Khalim. I don't know what to say. Congratulations.